Good afternoon. How is you? How smashed was she? We're about to find out. How's everybody's afternoon going on this Saturday? Huh. Did you do anything interesting? It's just another day. Oh, yeah. So this is out of Yavapai County, what we're going to watch here in Arizona. Fox 10 Phoenix covered this initially a month ago. I don't know the status of this case, but I'm still going to highlight this. Part of why I'm highlighting this is I believe that this is the county where Vanessa Lasico is going to try to get a job at. So we're going to have our eyeballs on the county. That's pretty close to me, too. I don't have warrants in Yavapai County. Nobody want me there. Yeah, this was posted on Fox 10 Phoenix, though. A drunk judge gets caught pissing on the sidewalk out in public, and then her superhero husband comes up and gets himself arrested for interfering and resisting arrest. I don't even know.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Why? What are we doing?
I'm waiting for an Uber.
This is disgusting.
I'm waiting for an Uber.
Okay, this is unacceptable. Where's your ID?
It's my husband's wallet. Walk that way.
This is a judge, mind you. Should just take a little squat off the bench right there, take a little piss. Pull your pants up.
What's your last name?
This is a judge in Arizona, or at least she was. I don't know if she still has that authority or title anymore, but this is wild. I ain't never done no shit like this. And I'm the deplorable in the state. But you'll never catch me fucking drunk doing some dumbass shit like this.
Listen.
Gotta spell it.
O-S-O-N.
O-L-S?
O-N.
O-N? Spell your first name.
She's drunk and sounds out of breath because she's got like all kinds of thoughts running through her head right now. Like, damn, I'm fucked. I fucked up. Concerned citizen, what up, homie?
Spell it.
Here.
She wasn't caught allegedly urinating. She got caught fucking pissing for sure. Oh, she was a Superior Court judge? Oh. So she was elected in. That's funny.
S-T-Y-N.
K-R.
I.
Okay.
S-T-Y. N.
What's your date of birth?
19.
You can tell that they're like real entitled kind of people when her husband comes up.
Are you from Arizona?
I was originally born in Nevada.
What's your middle name? 515, can you run a 101 Nevada and Arizona? Last is Ocean, Lincoln, Sam, Ocean, Nora. First is King, Robert, Ida, Sam, Tom, Young, Nora, Edward.
Here comes the husband. Superhero time.
Are you her husband?
Yep.
Okay. Can you hang out over by the cab for me?
Nope. Come on.
Yeah, you can, because I'm conducting an investigation.
For what?
Because I just saw her puking and urinating, exposing herself to several
Nope,
people.
That wasn't her.
Nope, that wasn't her. I don't believe it. Like, bro, what? He's like, she's a judge. She could do whatever she wants.
Okay, you can go by the cab or you can continue to interfere with the investigation.
Come on, baby.
Okay,
No.
last chance. Go over to the cab.
No.
Okay, well, then you're detained.
Stop.
You can't do this.
I'm gonna
I
fucking
can.
throw you on the ground if you resist.
Throw me.
I gave you several chances and you don't want to listen.
We have a cab. Hey, baby.
515 1 resisting.
Stop.
What's he being arrested for, though?
Okay, you can go by the cab or you can continue to interfere with the investigation.
Come on, baby.
Okay,
No.
last chance. Go over to the cab.
No.
Okay, well, then you're detained.
Detained for what, though? What the fuck did he just get detained for? Hold on a minute. I get the pissing on the sidewalk shit, but he wasn't actually doing anything. He wasn't causing a physical obstruction. He might be being a drunk, entitled asshole, but that's not illegal. The cop can't tell him where to stand. The dude's not detained. She might be detained. Yeah, I think officers acted a little quick there on dude. They should have given him the opportunity to like try to pick her up or do more. Just saying, no, I'm not gonna go stand where you want me to stand. I don't think that's good enough to just snatch him up like that. He told him to step away. So fucking what? Who gives a shit? Cops have told me to step away so many times, and I tell them to suck my taint because I don't have to step away. Bro, we've gone up to traffic stops and sat down next to the person they had detained. Like, what's up? They can't just tell you back up and you have to obey. Now, while I might be talking shit about auditors and frauditors and shit, let's not confuse some things here. Cops' authority is very limited, and it's limited to whether or not you're under arrest or you're detained. That's when their authority comes into play over you. If one of those two things is not in play at that moment, they don't have any authority to tell you a motherfucking thing. Okay? Cops are not all powerful and have the authority to dictate where people stand out in public just because they're present. Sorry, it's not how that works. He wasn't breaking any laws at that present moment when they decided to detain him. He wasn't involved in a traffic stop. See, the only law in Arizona that says that police can tell you what to do and you can get in trouble for disobeying a lawful order is when you're detained at a lawful traffic stop. So if a cop pulls you over and tells you, pull up into the driveway over there, and you don't pull up into the driveway, or they tell you to stay in your vehicle and you get out of your vehicle, they've given you lawful orders because you're under their detention, so they can arrest you for disobeying them. He wasn't under their detention at a traffic stop. That's the only time in the state where you have to obey a lawful order from a police officer is when they fucking detained you at a traffic stop for a traffic violation. That didn't happen right here, so they can't just walk up and go over here, do what I tell you. Oh, no, you're detained. It's not how that works. I think it's funny that the judge is getting arrested for pissing on the sidewalk. I don't think this shit's funny because this is a problem that fucking cops have throughout the entire United States and specifically really bad here in Arizona. They think they have this ultimate power to dictate where everybody is and what they're doing, what they can say sometimes. It's fucking Looney Tunes, and a lot of you don't understand that. And you're never going to learn that or understand these kinds of things when people are going to dispensaries. Okay. When they're going and recording McDonald's and banks and Starbucks, you're never going to fucking understand these little nuances when cops tell people, go do this, go do that, don't do this, do that. You don't got to listen to these motherfuckers. When are you going to learn that? What channels are we going to learn this shit from nowadays? That's what I want to know. Because we have people in the chat that will seriously think that you have to obey that. They'll be like, oh, he didn't listen. Well, he didn't listen to the police officer and he told him, and look, he was doing something. So, yeah, yep. No. Fucking idiots. I don't think this arrest with this dude is going to stick. Let me see here.
Okay, you can go by the cab or you can continue to interfere with the investigation.
Come on, baby.
Okay,
No.
last chance. Go over to the cab.
No.
Okay, well, then you're detained.
They said you're detained. So it's hard to tell on the body camera if he actively resisted or if it was passive resistance, which does matter. But once you're told you're detained or you're under arrest in the state of Arizona, you can't resist. You cannot resist arrest. That's illegal. You can, all this shit will get dropped, but your resisting arrest will stick because you don't have a lawful right to resist an illegal arrest in the state of Arizona. You have a right to resist an unlawful use of force, which would come into play had they grabbed him and not told him he was detained or under arrest. There was no extenuating circumstances for them not to say those little magic words to make everything that they're doing legal right now. Had they skipped telling him that he was detained or that he was under arrest and then they grabbed him, that's using force. That's an unlawful use of force. They can't charge him with resisting arrest because they were using unlawful force. They didn't tell him he was under arrest or he was detained. But in this instance, they did. That's an important takeaway from a lot of this shit. When are you going to learn that from dispensary videos?
Stop.
You can't do this.
I'm going to
I
fucking
can.
throw you on the ground if you resist. I gave you several chances.
And he would be 100% justified dropping him on his face if he was squirming or twitching and any of that kind of shit. They'll get away with it.
And you don't want to listen.
We have a cab. There, baby.
515-1 resisting.
Stop.
I'm not doing anything.
Get your ass on the fucking ground, dude.
I'm not doing anything.
515, we're fighting.
I'm not fighting.
Grab the cuffs.
Here, I got it.
I can't breathe.
Just take these.
Can you put me up so I can breathe?
Nope, you can get in handcuffs first, then you can roll over.
That's fine. Put me in handcuffs. Just let me breathe.
Five 15, we're code 4. We're on 10-15.
Can you put me up so I can breathe?
You're gonna give us a minute.
Roll him on his left.
The only mistake that I see that these cops made this entire time was arresting him to begin with. But they're going to get away with that. They're going to get away with that. They told him he was detained.
Stay right there.
Why don't you just listen, bro?
I'm listening.
You weren't? And then you want to resist. So you can go to jail. Let's can you guys just identify him? Can we identify him?
He's so close. You were almost in the cab. Oh, fuck.
515. We ever get a return on the 101? Team back just for info. The 1015 is a separate male. He interfered. The female's going to be detained for now. So
Not involved?
he is. That's her husband. So she has her pants completely down. I'm watching her right there. She's puking. She's peeing everywhere. A bunch of people see. I see. Flip around. She's 54A. This dude rolls up in a cab. I'm like, who are you? He's like, I'm her husband. I was like, can you go back to the cab for me, please? And he's like, no. I was like, he's like, what's going on? I explained. I just saw her urinating and throwing up everywhere. She just exposed herself to several people, including me. He's like, that's not her. And then grabs her to go walk back to the cab. So I tell him, I said, last chance, go back to the cab because you're interfering.
Okay.
And he's like, no. And then I was like, okay. So I just approached him and I was like, last chance, dude. And he's like, no, fuck you. So then we go to detain him and then he starts resisting. And I just throw him on the ground.
But no, like, strikes. Fight.
No, no.
Do you gonna ask this guy anything? Or do you want to just get him in your car?
No, resisting and interfering.
Okay.
Interfering?
I'm not playing.
Bro. There's no interfering in Arizona. There's no such officer. There's no such thing as interfering in Arizona. Okay, that's not a thing. There's obstructing governmental operations. But Arizona doesn't have like a revised statute specifically for interfering. I hate hearing the cops say, bro, you can.
Your husband has your identification card? Do you have that with you?
Yes, I do.
Where do we already grab his wallet?
Yeah, see, it's obstructing government, and that this requires a like a physical act or a verbal provocation. I didn't see any of that happening.
Yeah.
May I stop?
We'll grab it from you. Totally. At minimum of 4 times. Ask twice. Yeah. Tell him. He's like, no, fuck you. Sure. I was like, you're interfering. And he's like, no, I'm not. And then grabs her to go walk back to the cab.
Well,
the cab took off.
Good news is everything's on body camera. So
Yes, it is. When did the interfering happen? How was he preventing? I get he was trying to get her to leave, but she wasn't leaving, and he was just standing there.
Yeah.
Oh, you got your shirt? Fuck yeah. Matthew Perry, did you get your shirt too? I mailed everything the same day. You got a shirt today?
Minimum, you're getting a ticket.
My name is Judge Christine Wilson.
Okay. You understand this was like totally unnecessary? That she was just going to get a ticket? And when an officer is giving you an order, that you should comply, not interfere with an investigation. And then when an officer goes to grab and detain you,
I'm the one that vomited.
okay, regardless, I saw her with her entire underexposed peeing in that bush, as well as several other people. Okay. You find nurse?
Keep our rest.
Figure out how she's.
Huh?
Let's figure out how she needs to get to where she's
Yeah.
going to. Assuming the cab.
Are they visiting?
I have no idea. She's useless. She can't even spell her name.
That bitch is useless. She can't even spell her own fucking name. Prescott, Arizona. I know. It's a few hours away from me. I live in northern Arizona. I'm in Apache County between Snowflake and Concho. Book someone for interference. No, they say that, but they'll look up the actual code, they'll write it in right, and it won't read interference. I've seen some of them write interference and then, excuse me, obstructing governmental operations. "20 minutes away from you?" Yep, I've planted some roots in northern Arizona. I own me a little ranch. Did she resign to keep the? I don't know. I know Vanessa Lasico's might be trying to get a job in Yavapai County, where this happened. I think this was Yavapai, right? Yeah. Oh, Vanessa's gonna try to get a job up here. You no work for public.
Did you tell you your name was?
Thank you. She's right. Just 2 part less. Yeah, so she's gonna do the Arizona.
Okay.
Copy. Where's it? Oh, Chino. How were you able to get home from here?
He has my ID.
Well, we have that. So, do you have a phone?
He had my wallet.
You don't have a phone?
No, he had my credit card.
So the phone next to you is not your phone.
Bro, this bitch is drunk. How do you get this drunk? Like, doesn't your body tell you, like, hold on a minute? I don't know. I've seen a lot of alcoholics in my life. It kind of runs in my family too, but I just never developed a taste for it. It's just, how do you get so drunk you can't even talk?
But yeah.
Okay, so you do have a phone. So can you call someone to come pick you up from here? Taxi, Uber, Lyft, friend, family. Can we work on that right now? Okay, go ahead and make that call. I'm going to fill your ticket out.
Hurry up.
Where do you want to stuff it? Just throw it in the trunk. So unnecessary. Ridiculous. Did we identify him? Okay.
See if any injuries and stuff.
Yeah, I had the cuffs out. He wasn't pulling away on my side. He was pulling on Tier's side. I could see it. I heard her say, "Stop pulling away."
Yeah.
Then he started pulling away, and I'm like, I'm not going to mess with these cuffs. So I just threw him away from us and then just threw him on the ground. Nothing. I'm just filling out a ticket for her. She's going to get a ride.
Directly in the
Okay. She said something about he has a wallet. Did he have like her?
Did she get an indecent exposure charge? That's not good. It's pretty much over. It's not often we get to enjoy the sight of a judge drunk off of her ass pissing on the sidewalk like that. Yeah. Seems like they all drink. Do all public officials and cops and everybody, do they all drink? Are they all fucking drunks? Bunch of drunks? What the fuck, bro? Seems like they're alcoholics. I mean, I'm not any better, really, I guess. I smoke weed probably more than you drink. They drink alcohol, but this doesn't affect people like it does alcohol. Like, I can still do shit. She took a dump? How do you know? How do you know she took a fucking dump? He wiped for her. Whatever she was doing, she had her pants around her fucking ankles. Out in public like that. Bro, how embarrassing is that? How embarrassing is that? Don't get me wrong, I've taken pisses in alleys and shit, but I'm not a chick. I could be inconspicuous. And I never done it drunk either. At least you shouldn't. Yeah, I usually don't drive when I'm smoking. I have sometimes, but I usually don't. I don't want to get a DUI now. That would be bad. Grieftopher? Not, you can't even buy my merch right now anyway. I got to set up another website. That's what I'm going to do when I end this stream is set up my other website, and then I'll do a merch stream afterwards. How about that? You guys want to buy some shirts? I have pre-made ones that I'll sell cheap. $2. Hmm. DUI, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know how that works. I'm very well informed. JJ owns. JJ is a business partner with me on my merchandise company. Yeah. So fucking what? Cry me a river. I read through his lawsuit today. His entire lawsuit is bullshit. Everything that he filed is out of the legal time frame for him to file what he filed, except for the malicious prosecution. But the malicious prosecution doesn't have any teeth to it. Zero teeth. Chris, if you watch or you I know you watch, but your lawsuit is trash. Trash. I might even dedicate a whole stream to pointing out everything about it and how it's trash and it's going to fail. What he's actually doing is setting up a grift right now so he can ask for donations to pay for his criminal case that's happening because he can't afford what's happening in his criminal case, and that's a more pressing matter because he might actually go to prison. Okay? Might actually go to prison. And it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse, asshole. Remember these words. It's only going to get worse for you, sucker. Yeah, this is a setup. It's a grift to get money to pay for his criminal defense because his lawyer wants more money. He don't have the money. It's not good. Chat GPT failed. Oh, man. It kind of does read like an AI fucking lawsuit. I took some notes. You guys want to hear some notes on his bullshit before we end the stream? Shit balls. Oops. Whoops. Mm. So part of his problems is Kentucky has a 1-year statute of limitations for personal injury actions. And this applies to 1983 claims filed in the state. Yeah. Actually, I don't even know if I want to point in. I don't want to give you ammunition to fix your shit. Hmm. Hmm. Because these are all correctable mistakes, but well, some of you, the time frames, you can't get around that. Yeah, I don't know about that actually. Drop a deuce or pee, it doesn't matter what she did. Does that matter? Plenty of advice that he failed to heed. Yeah, I think that I might accidentally give too much advice that I don't want to give. Because he's going to have to amend it a few times. He's going to have to amend it at least once. And if he doesn't get it all right in the first one, it's a losing cause. I mean, I'm not actually trying. I'm not trying to help him. That's why I don't want to. I don't even want to go over it. Wonder if the pig farmer wrote it up for him, because it's trash. It's trash. This one, that's. Bro, I've seen some bad filings before, but this is trash. Like steaming hot trash. Fixing his shit won't give it validity. No, but still. The woman in Prescott? No. I already talked about that. I'm about to end the stream. It was written by someone out of state. Yeah. That's funny that you say that, because that's the feeling that I got. Yeah. And it seemed very generic. Or not, maybe not generic, but like pretty basic. Like a fucking computer wrote it. Popeye got his shirt. Tell the chat what you thought. What you think of your shirt. Did it smell like cigarettes or weed? And I tried to get all the dog hair off of it. I am making these shirts in here with a dog in here. So if you have hair on your shirt, cry me a fucking river. Pluck it off. Damn, I wonder how many. What stickers did you get in your shit? I stuffed everybody's shirt full of stickers too. Like a lot of stickers. The lint roller? Yeah, that's what I usually roll it. Several different ones. There were some shirts where I only put like 2 or 3 stickers in. Some of you got like a fistful of stickers. I don't even know which shirts I did it to. Oh, I gave you one of the magnets. Wait, I wouldn't put that on a vehicle. They don't stay on vehicles or do very well in the sun. But if you put it on something inside, like the fridge, it'll be good forever. One of the little flag peel magnets. Nice. Nice. Oh. Sick of what shit? I'm sick of all kinds of shit. Be specific. Hmm? Hmm. Yeah, I've been over that for a long time. Bro, I've been talking shit about this kind of stuff off and on for years. I'm just being more consistent with it. That's why I think it's funny that everybody that leaves the like nasty hateful comments, if I click on your channel icon, it shows that's the first comment you ever left on my channel. So it's a bunch of people that are new around here. I don't know if you guys were around for all the other idiots that I've called out over the years. Like I've called Long Island Audits out a few years ago for apologizing for fucking cop watching. I don't know if you guys remember all that, the letter that he wrote. Do you guys remember that letter that Long Island wrote to the police, basically apologizing for exercising his rights at a traffic stop? You remember I'm the one that first posted that. Yeah, I don't know. I talked shit about Chili a long time ago. I've been talking shit about the use of the word auditor for a long time. Some of you are just new, I think. The only difference is I'm being more consistent. Who the fuck is this Angel Wings production in my chat? Huh? Isn't that one bitch that usually is over in the little cows chats? Hmm? What was her name? Awfully similar. Damn, Fed smoker. That shit's the funniest. There's a couple of documentaries that I wouldn't mind watching about that dude. Talked about the most erratic, drugged out cop watcher you'll ever see. One of the original. Whether he knew what he was doing or not. You guys know about Fed Smoker, right? Capsule. Yeah, that's that. I don't know if this one is, but that's yeah. You're on the right path with your thought processes there. I don't know if that's the same one, but yes. Curious how similar the names are, though, right? Just a different picture. Fed Smoker, yeah. It's no surprise. Just like the judicial system. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. Oh, Arizona judge steps down after allegedly urinating in public. Yep. Bullhead City. I lived in Bullhead briefly as a kid. A lot of drunks. I noticed that. A lot of drunks. I know. Anyway, I'm gonna end this live stream here very soon, and then I'll probably go live again in a few hours. There's some other things I want to talk about. I want to stream about the the boat bombing that happened. I want to get some opinions on that. Hot place in the summertime? Not here, it ain't. Not here, it ain't. I just got a swamp cooler. That's all I need. In Bullhead? Bro. In the early 90s. Popeye, does your shirt fit? Does it fit? Does it fit? Is it good? How's the logo feel? You like the logo? If you feel so inclined, have somebody take a picture of you while you're wearing it so I can use it for my new website. Anybody else that bought a shirt, you can email me a picture of you. If you don't want your face, I'll blur your face out, or I'll put some mask over it or something like that. Just tell me, you know? That's easy. How rude. Bro, in 1992, I was 2 years old, or 3, depending upon the month. Logo was in the back, but you thought you sit on the front. I made it live, didn't I? So you would have had to have told me on the back while we were live. Which one did I make for you? Which was the color? It was a white shirt. Oh, with the blue? Was it the one with the blue on it? Hmm. All right, that's what it wants. Yep, I'll go live again later. Why do you guys keep coming in here talking about that loser? Did I miss something? Huh? Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Did what this guy says all of a sudden become relevant? Should I care? Strange. You can look up the structure of my business and clearly see JJ's name on it. It's publicly available. It's not a secret. So I'm confused as to why people come in here and try to tell me that like it's he's trying. JJ does own part of my business. So fucking what? Is that supposed to be like a secret? Hmm? I'm I'm confused as to the relevance of anybody even bringing that up. So what? Confusing. I fail to see the importance of it. But hey, I'm not the brightest guy, and I know that. No, I haven't heard a single reason either. There isn't one. Anyway, I'll be live again later.